Hello my dear students, I welcome you all to the Science Nest YouTube channel. Today in this video we are going to start to discuss the Chemistry 5070 MCQ questions and the structured essay questions. Today in this video we are going to discuss the topic solids, liquids and gases, and under this we are going to discuss some MCQ questions and we are going to see how we are facing these questions and how we are solving the problems related to these parts. The first question we have to do is, many chemical processes involve substances in either the liquid or the gaseous state. Which of the following statement is correct? A specific mass of a gas has a fixed volume at room temperature. B. A specific mass of a liquid has a fixed volume at room temperature. C. 25 cubic centimeters of gas contain more particles than 25 cubic centimeters of liquid. D. Liquid particles placed inside a sealed container have fixed position. Now we'll see how to solve this problem. In question 1, a specific mass of a gas has a fixed volume at room temperature. This is incorrect. Gases expand to fill the entire volume of their container. So their volume is not fixed unless the container is rigid. Consider about the B. A specific mass of a liquid has a fixed volume at room temperature. This is correct. Liquids have a definite volume but take the shape of their container. Then the C part. 25 cubic centimeters of gas contains more particles than 25 cubic centimeters of liquid. This is generally incorrect. Liquids are denser than gases, meaning they have more particles packed into the same volume. D1. Liquid particles placed inside a sealed container have fixed positions. This is incorrect. Liquid particles can move and slide past each other. They do not have fixed positions. Therefore, the correct statement is, a specific mass of a liquid has a fixed volume at room temperature. Question number 2. Four substances are shown below. In which of these substances are the particles close together and moving slowly past each other? We'll see the answers: A ice, B air, C steam, and D water. To answer this question, we need to understand particle arrangement and the movement in different states of matter. Consider about ice. This is a solid. Particles are tightly packed in a fixed regular pattern. Particles vibrate in place but do not move past each other. Consider about air. This is a gas. Particles are far apart and move freely and rapidly. Consider about the steam. This is also gas. We call it as water vapor. And like air, particles are far apart and move rapidly. Consider about water. This is a liquid. Particles are close together but can move far past each other. They move more slowly compared to gas particles. Therefore, the substance in which the particles are close together and moving slowly past each other is water. So answer D. Third question. Which words complete the gaps 1 and 2 in these sentences? As the temperature of air in balloon 1, the volume increases. When the volume of air in a balloon increases, the pressure, another blank. We'll see what are the answers for these. A. Increases, B. Decreases, C. Increases, D. Decreases. Let's break down the relationships. Gap 1. Temperature and volume. When the temperature of a gas increases, the particles gain kinetic energy and move faster. This causes them to collide with the walls of the balloons more frequently and with greater force, resulting in an increase in volume. And gap 2, volume and pressure. When the volume of a gas increases with a constant amount of gas and temperature, the particles have more space to move around. This means they collide with the wall of the balloon less frequently, resulting in a decrease in pressure. Therefore, the correct answer is B. Increases and decreases. Question number 4. The following 4 statements describe the arrangement of particles in a substance. 1. Particles are moving in all directions. 2. particles are arranged in neat rows. 3. Particles can move past each other. 4. Particles vibrate about their positions. Which of the 4 statements describe the arrangement of particles in a solid? Let's analyze each statement in relation to the properties of a solid. Number 1. Particles are moving in all directions. This describes gases, not solids. Number 2. Particles are arranged in neat rows. This accurately describes the ordered structure of solids, especially crystalline solids. Number 3. Particles can move past each other. This describes liquids, not solids. Number 4. Particles vibrate about their positions. This is correct for solids. The particles in a solid are held in fixed positions but still possesses kinetic energy, causes them to vibrate. Therefore, the statements that describe the arrangement of particles in a solid are 2 and 4. Answer B. Question number 5. The diagram shows a cup of hot chocolate made which was prepared by mixing boiling water with chocolate powder. Which row correctly describes the particles of water in the air above the cup compared to those in the hot chocolate drink inside the cup? Let's analyze the situation. Particles move faster. The air above the hot chocolate will be warmer than the general room temperature due to the heat from the drink. Increased temperature means the increased kinetic energy. So the particles in the air above the cup will move faster. And particles are closer together. We'll check that. The hot chocolate is a liquid and liquids have particles that are relatively close together. Then the air above the hot chocolate is a gas. Gases have particles that are very spread out. Therefore, the particles in the air are further apart, not closer. Therefore, the correct row is B. Particles move faster is correct. Particles are close together is wrong. The particles move faster and the particles are not close together. Sixth question. Substance X can occur in 3 different physical states as shown in the diagram. Which correct statement is correct? Let's analyze each statement based on the diagram. State 1. Particles are closely packed but not in a regular pattern. This represents a liquid. State 2. Particles are far apart and randomly distributed. This represents a gas. State 3. Particles are closely packed in a regular ordered pattern. This represents a solid. Now let's look at the statements. In statement 1, the particles vibrate around fixed positions but don't move. This is incorrect. In state 1, in liquid, particles can move past each other, not just vibrate. B. Diffusion occurs in the phase change from state 1 to 2. This is incorrect. Diffusion occurs within gases and liquids, not during a phase change. The phase change from liquid to gas is called evaporation or boiling. C. The volume of the substance in state 3 is fixed. This is correct. Solids have a definite volume and shape. D. Condensation occurs in the phase change from state 3 to 2. This is incorrect. Condensation is the phase change from gas to liquid. The phase change from solid to gas is called sublimation. Therefore, the correct statement is the volume of the substance in state 3 is fixed. Answer C. Question number 7. Matter exists in 3 states which are solid, liquid and gas. Phase changes occur when matter changes from the one state to another. In which changes do the particles move close together? Let's analyze the phase changes and particle movement. Gas to liquid. Condensation. Particles move closer together. Liquid to solid, we call it as freezing. Particles move closer together. Solid to liquid, we call it as melting. Particles move further apart. Liquid to gas, we call it as boiling or evaporation. particles move further apart. Therefore, the phase change in which the particles move closer together are gas to liquid, that means condensation, and liquid to solid, that means freezing. Thus, the answer is 1 and 3, answer B. Question number 8. A heated sample of pure stearic acid is cooled and the temperature is recorded every minute for 30 minutes. A graph of the result is shown. Which process occurs between 8 and 12 minutes? Let's analyze the graph. Stearic acid has a melting point of 69 Celsius. Graph interpretation. The graph shows a decrease in temperature over time, indicating cooling. Between 8 and 12 minutes, the temperature remains constant at 69 Celsius. This indicates a phase change occurring at the melting point. Phase change at melting point. At the melting point, a substance can either be melting, that means convert the solid into liquid, or freezing, that means liquid to solid. Since the temperature is decreasing, the stearic acid is losing heat and transitioning from liquid to solid. Therefore, the process occurring between 8 and 12 minutes is freezing. The correct answer is freezing. Answer C. 9. Which statements are correct? Let's analyze each statement. The volume of a gas at constant pressure increases as the temperature increases. That is the first statement. This is correct and describes Charles' law. As temperature increases, gas particles move faster and require more space, thus increasing volume at constant pressure. Number 2. When the pressure of a gas is increased, the particles move closer together. This is also correct. Increasing pressure forces the gas particles into a small volume, thus increasing the space between them. Number 3. The pressure of a gas at constant volume decreases as the temperature increases. This is incorrect. When the temperature increases at a constant volume, the pressure increases. The particles move faster and hit the container walls more often and with more forces. Therefore, the correct statements are 1 and 2. The answer is B, 1 and 2 only. Question number 10. The kinetic theory of matter explores the spatial relationship between the particles in solids, liquids, and gases. Which of the following processes cause the distance between particles to increase by the most? To determine which process causes the greatest increase in the distance between particles, we need to consider about the changes in the states of matter. Melting. This is the transition from a solid to liquid. Particles gain energy and move further apart, but they remain relatively close. Freezing. This is the transition of a solid from a liquid to a solid. Particles lose energy and move closer together. Vaporization. This is the transition from a liquid to a gas. Particles gain a significant amount of energy and move very far apart. Condensation. This is the transition from a gas to a liquid. Particles lose energy and move closer together. Therefore, the process that causes the distance between particles to increase by the most is vaporization. This is the process. The change from a liquid to a gas involves a dramatic increase in the space between particles. Answer C. Question number 11. A student closed the lid tightly on an empty metal container which was used for paint. She heated the container over a Bunsen burner on a low flame for a few moments and observed the sides and top of the container bent outward slightly. She then turned off the burner and allowed the container to cool. Which statement explains the observations? Let's analyze the situation and each statement. Heating the container. Heating the air inside the container increases the kinetic energy of the particles. This increased kinetic energy caused the particles to move faster and collide with the container walls more frequently and with greater force. This increased force results in an increase in pressure inside the container. Cooling the container. As the container cools, air inside loses kinetic energy. The particles move slower and collide with the walls less frequently, resulting in a decrease in pressure. The outside air pressure, which was constant, then is greater than the inside air pressure, causing the container to return to its original shape. Now let's look at the statements. The heat increased the pressure inside the container. This is correct. The heat deformed the metal, which then bent. While heat can affect metal, the primary reason for the bending is the pressure change. The heat made the container reduce in size. This is incorrect. The container expanded. More air particles entered the container. This is incorrect. The container was sealed. Therefore, the correct statement is the heat increased the pressure inside the container. Answer A. This is the end of today's video. Thank you for watching and subscribe the channel to watch more videos like this.